Well, this is a very exciting problem to have. We have so many incredible orchestra students that it takes us a little while to get settled on stage. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our all-district orchestra concert. My name is Katie Mark, Director of the Arts of the Rockville Centre Schools. I would like to give our sponsors of the arts a huge shout out and echo the thoughts that Miss Susie McGuire shared. We are so grateful for the support of the arts right here in Rockville Centre. Thank you always to our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Matt Gavin, who is with us tonight, as well as our entire Board of Education. As Susie mentioned, we have two board members with us tonight, Ms. Tara Hackett and Mrs. Jenna Gruder. Thank you so much for being here to celebrate our student musicians. The all-district concerts are such an exciting series of events because it gives everyone the opportunity to see the growth from 5th through 12th grade. So to my 5th and 6th grade friends on stage, later on this evening when you're sitting in the audience and you're watching the students in the high school, remember that at one point they were sitting here just like you as 5th and 6th graders. So you're gonna think that they are amazing, which of course they are, but I'm here to tell you that you will be just as amazing when you are in high school if you stick to the hard work and practice that you're already showing right now. We're so excited to see what you have in store for us. So with that, we want to hear how our 5th and 6th graders are doing. I am so excited to introduce our 5th and 6th grade all-district orchestra students under the direction of Mr. Harrison Teep and Ms. Jessica Herman. Thank you. Let's hear another round of applause for our 5th and 6th grade all-district orchestra students. And congratulations to Mr. Teep, who is a new member of our music family here in Rockford Charter Schools, and to Ms. Herman. They did a beautiful job. Also, thank you, parents. I know many of you have been dropping these students off to early morning rehearsals to prepare for this concert. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you, parents, for your commitment to getting these students to rehearsal. It's really appreciated. We have a couple of really important people that I'm going to take a moment to thank. With us tonight, helping us out on lights and sound, we have a Southside Middle School student, Beckett McGuigan, under the direction of Miss Anna Elias. Thank you, Beckett, for being here tonight. And we're really fortunate to have a multi-camera shoot for our all-district concerts that get put on YouTube for all to see. So we have tonight from our high school video club, Finn Micketeer, Will Flaherty, Matt Tomasoni, Kyle Weisenberger, Logan Flashner, and Nick Cuevas under the direction of Mr. Rob Lichter and Mr. Mark Palmenteri. Thank you to them. Our next group coming on stage is our Southside Middle School students in 7th and 8th grade orchestra combined to be our middle school all-district group. They are under the direction of, yes, my former middle school student, Miss Cody Ng, and I know that they are going to be thrilling. So please welcome them to the stage.
Good evening and welcome to the 7th and 8th grade portion of our all-district orchestra concert in honor of Music in Our Schools Month this March. Before we move on to our second piece in the program, I want to recognize a couple of stellar students that were just featured in that last song, Ermanalig by Sunhee Newbold. First, we have our two cello soloists, Lenny Finley and Miles Musa. And returning to us, now a senior at Southside High School and alumni of Southside Middle School, is Tatum Gallagher, who is a multi-instrumentalist who plays violin, viola, saxophone, French horn, piano, and today, percussion. Thank you to our soloists and Tatum. Thank you to all of you for your support. Happy Music in Our Schools Month, and please enjoy Gaelic Trilogy.
Congratulations to our middle school orchestra students. Thank you to Miss Ng. Let's give them another round of applause. At this time, I would like to call up the president of our Sponsors of the Arts organization for a very special announcement. Mrs. Debbie Cuevas, please join me.
Hello, everybody. First, I just would like to thank all of you for your generous donations. Due to all of your generous donations, we were able to award 2 additional scholarships this year for the all-district concerts. So thank you very much. Tonight, I have the pleasure of awarding 3 scholarships. At this time, I'm going to announce 2 of them. First, the first recipient in their essay wrote, "Playing cello is very important in my life because it allows me to express myself and become a better person of who I am. I started playing cello in 4th grade, and learning this instrument has been challenging but rewarding. The 2 things I love most about playing the cello are learning new notes and playing hard pieces that are fast-paced. This student plays cello in the middle school, participates in NISMA, and was in all-county orchestra in 5th grade. This scholarship is awarded to Ibrahim Hassan." And the second one right now, this student is involved in theater and also plays the violin and piano. In their essay, they wrote, "Any art that I choose to pursue would be to help the world for the better. I would use my art to express my unique culture and important Hispanic heritage history. Art is a very important part of our world. Art is what helps us express ourselves and our hopes and dreams." I'd like to give this scholarship to Haley Marie Abreu. I'm not sure if she's here. Is she here? Oh, here we go. Congratulations. Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mrs. Cuevas. You'll be hearing from her again. Thank you to our middle schoolers. We're going to do a little shift to get our high schoolers on stage. You won't be disappointed.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Leander Rogan. I am a senior at Southside High School. I play viola, but I also compose music. Now, typically, I make very fast electronic music, like it's very fast that you don't even hear individual kicks. But I've always wanted to make a piece for the orchestra, and that's part of the reason why I've taken many music classes in my high school career. Those being music production, IB music, and, well, chamber orchestra. Now, the piece that I've arranged is an arrangement of songs from Tetris the Grandmaster 3 Terror Instinct, and it's from the mode in that game, Shirase. Now, it is considerably more difficult in comparison to the game's master mode, as the element of difficulty is just how fast the player can stack. Now, the music in Shirase very much reflects this, which is honestly why my heart rate skyrockets the further I reach into this mode. The original song is also electronic music, which was very experimental in its choices with instruments and samples. So it was a big challenge to translate that to just string instruments. And also one other thing to the original songs that's important is percussion, which is also why I have included a drum track for us in this piece. I do want to thank the support of my music teachers that helped me in this journey, those being Mrs. Mark, Dr. Freiling, Mr. LeBron, and Mrs. Weiss. I would also like to thank my peers for taking on this piece and their support of making this dream of mine a reality. Thank you all for being here this evening, and I hope you enjoy my arrangement.
Leander, will you please stand and take another bow after your piece was premiered? I'm gushing a little bit backstage because I had the pleasure of teaching Leander in 6th grade and then in 9th and 10th grade. And I have to tell you, it is so not easy to take a genre like that and apply it to a string orchestra. And I am so proud of you for succeeding and for doing such a beautiful and remarkable job in sharing that with everyone here tonight. Thank you, Leander. Bravo to our Southside High School Chamber Orchestra, all of our seniors in your final all-district orchestra concert. It's so hard to believe that we are here. And tonight we have one more scholarship to announce, so I'd like to invite Mrs. Debbie Cuevas back to the stage for our final scholarship winner.
Thank you, Mrs. Mark. For our final scholarship of the evening, in this student's application, this student discussed how their feelings, what their feelings were stepping into an advanced ensemble, but as time went on, their confidence grew. As they said in their essay, what once felt overwhelming soon became transformative. I began to understand the discipline required to truly make music. I no longer focused on if I deserved to be there. Instead, I concentrated on improving. My newfound interest evolved into a meaningful form of self-expression. Looking back, I am grateful for the support from my family, especially my mom, who provided the resources and care I needed to succeed. This student is a member of the Southside High School Chamber Orchestra, has participated in NISMA, and is also a member of the Long Island Youth Orchestra. I am proud to give this scholarship to Dakota Jensen. Thank you, everybody.
You might be wondering what all of these empty stands scattered around the auditorium are for. But they are for our very exciting grand finale, which will feature every single string player that is here tonight in grades 5 through 12. So please give them just a moment to get set up, and while they are doing so, we invite you to listen to an audio message from the piece's composer, Mr. Brian Balmages.
I think at the end of the day, music humanizes us, for lack of a better word. Every culture in the world has been, their identity has been created by their artists. I mean, I always say, imagine Italy without its art. You know, imagine France without its art. Imagine us without our art, without blues, without jazz, without all these incredible things that have come along. And it really creates our identity. And to not have that, it's like taking an entire cultural identity away. And so I think there's a big part that we kind of really need to make sure we focus on there. Of course, we talk about test scores and we talk about, and those are all important things, don't get me wrong, they're extraordinarily important, and that music improves them. But I think it's also important that we don't spend so much time focusing on how music improves test scores, and we instead focus on how music improves the individual, how music makes individuals more complete, how it facilitates collaboration, how it facilitates creativity. You know, there's so many people that are talking about how we're systematically educating creativity out of students, and creativity is really the path to the future. Being creative is what is going to make everything change in the future, and it creates innovation, it creates everything. Whether or not in the arts is not the point. And so to have that in a school, to have that environment where kids can take a risk and sometimes maybe not succeed, but they took a musical risk and they tried something new. And then at the same time, have musicians come together, especially in a region group or an all-state group, that have never played together before and have never communicated together before. And within 2 days, they've got to figure out how to collaborate, communicate, and deliver a common message. I mean, what occupation in the world would not be better suited with people that have that. And so those are all huge reasons why I think it's so important, and why I think it's very important more now than ever that we make sure that young people understand how important it is to be involved, so that these concepts that they're learning, these abilities that they are learning, they can then channel into other aspects of life, whether it's a lawyer or a doctor. It's so important.
And with that, please enjoy our grand finale under the direction of our Sisseton High School orchestra teacher, Ms. Jennifer Weiss. Let's hear it for our incredible team of teachers. We had 4 teachers supporting this tonight. Mrs. Weiss, Mr. Teep, Ms. Herman, Ms. Ing in the back. We could not have done this without them. They work tirelessly every day to support our students, and we're so grateful. Please remain in your seats until our students safely exit. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Please join us again next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, for our band and chorus nights. Happy Music in Our Schools Month. Thank you, everyone. Good night.